it's Christy again, and today I have for y'all a book haul. I'll actually probably have like 3 book hauls over the next couple of days because I just got back from New York City where I went to Bookcon, and then I also went to the Strand for the booktuber meetup there, so I got books there, and then because there were some books that I've been waiting to buy because of Bookcon, I bought those and I shouldn't have, but I did, and anyways. Before I get to the books, I just want to talk a little bit about Bookcon in general and the experience and all of that. So, Bookcon wasn't exactly what I was expecting. I did have fun, do not get me wrong, but I was expecting something different, and it was the first time I'd ever been to it. I'd never gone to Power Reader Day, but I talked to a lot of people who did go to Power Reader Day, and everyone agrees this was just really, or everyone I talked to agreed that this was really just kind of crazy, unorganized, and yeah, so many people, you couldn't walk through the aisles and then the lines, and there's never enough books for anybody. And I mean, like, you're staying in line for an hour and then you don't get a book because they ran out. That kind of, like, at least warn people so they don't stay in line for an hour. That kind of thing. So it wasn't as awesome as I thought it was going to be. But it was still a lot of fun. I met a lot of great people, and I'm still glad I went. And I got some good books. Okay. So I live in Texas, which is a far, far way from New York City. So I had to take a plane. And on planes, they don't like you to have very, very heavy bags. It's very expensive. So I had to ship or mail back my books. And honestly, I had to mail them before 5 o'clock. I was leaving the next day at 8 a.m. So we had to mail them quickly. And I didn't even really get to look at them very well. So I have a box here. This is my big box of Bookcon books. And I have another box with my books from the Strand, which will be another book haul later. Anyways, so I don't really remember what's in this box. I really don't. I remember some, but I don't remember all of them. So I decided to do an unboxing. It's my first unboxing ever. So I'm excited, and let's get to it. Scissors. Let's not stab myself. Or the books. Don't want to cut the books. Okay, this is not working well for me. I'm trying to be very, very careful here. I also don't want to stab myself. Jeez. Here. Okay, there we go. I think. I'm going to stab myself. Haha! One side. Look! I don't know if you can see. I can't see. Ah! Okay. Fun times. Okay, first, weirdly, I have peanut butter, and I'll explain why I have peanut butter in a second. Mother! Oh, I did not know I got that book. Okay, I'm so excited. I forgot what I got in this box. Suddenly liking Bookcon a lot more than I did the first time around. Anyways, okay, so first I have, my mom went with me, so I have some double totes, anyways. So I have the Wonder tote bag. Choose kind. I like it. I really do. The Wonder of Wonder. I've seen the image, but I don't know the book. Oh, ha! This was a fortune cookie. I don't know. This was a Lemony Snicket pencil. See? It's like pencil. Crack the case with Lemony Snicket. Okay. This is becoming very unorganized. I did not realize. I have another tote bag here. It's Totes Books from Quirk Books. Totes Books from Quirk Books. What's inside of it? I feel like something's inside of it. There is. There's a pin. It is Burn for Me, Alona Anders. Alona? I don't know. You read. I don't know if you can see it. I'm farther away from my camera than usual. Ah! Wow, okay. So, I don't know what some of these books are, but we'll see. First I have Salt and Storm by Kendall Copeland. And I feel like I saw this recently. Where did I see this? Okay. Okay, so I just read the back of the book. Salt and Storm by Kendall Copeland is coming out in September of 2014, and it is about a witch who predicts her own murder later on, and her mom has taken her out of the magical world and to the normal world, and she has to unlock her magic before she's killed. She's trying to figure that out, and there's a guy involved who apparently also has some magic, and it actually sounds really good, and I hadn't heard of it before. Well, I hadn't heard of it when I got these books. I actually recently saw this on Goodreads, but I still didn't know what it was about. I just remembered the name. But yeah, it sounds good, right up my alley anyways, and I don't know if it's a standalone or not. It doesn't say. But Salt and Storm. I probably should organize these. So next I have Bad Magic by Pseudonyms Bosch. I'm going to show that to y'all. Anyways, so it is an advanced reader's copy and advanced reader's copy. It comes out in September 2014. It is obviously, if you can't tell by the cover, a children's book. And the protagonist apparently doesn't like magic. He thinks magic is bad because it was a magic journal that got him expelled from school and stuck in like a troubled kids camp. Actually, for a children's book, it sounds really interesting. I think I have 2 in here. Next, I have Here's Looking at You by Mahari McFarlane. I'm really bad at these names here. Yeah, you get that. Anyways, I've never heard of this book. I have never heard of this author, though she is an international best-selling author of You Had Me at Hello. I've heard that expression, obviously, but I don't think I've heard of that book. A laugh-out-loud romantic misadventure from the international best-selling author. Okay. So it looks like it's an adult book, and basically the main character is 30-something and her life is going great, but she did not have a great high school experience, and now the guy who orchestrated her ultimate embarrassment comes back into her life, and it's a romantic comedy, so I'm sure they fall in love and live happily ever after. But it doesn't sound that bad. It sounds pretty good. Next, I have Assassin's Apprentice by Robin Hobb. I have recently gotten into fantasy thanks to the Throne of Glass series. By the way, I'm so jealous of everyone who went to BEA and got Air of Fire. I hate you. Anyways, okay, so this book is about the illegitimate son of a prince who is trained to be an assassin and is raised in the shadows of the court and all of that. And I think he has magic too. That's the back of the book leads me to believe. Yes. Now, I have 2 of these because these were the first books they were handing out. The Prophet by Michael Corita? Yeah, that's not going to happen. Author of The Ridge. That's the name. Don't blame me. Anyways, a relentless, heart-in-your-throat thriller about ordinary people caught in the middle of an extraordinary nightmare. So this apparently is a crime novel. The 2 brothers had a sister who was abducted and murdered when they were teenagers, and now they're grown up, and you have one brother that's on the cusp of society, not quite a criminal, but close to it. And then you have the angel brother, of course, who did everything right. And now, all grown up, there's another girl in their town that's gone missing, and my guess is they're trying to solve what happens. Crime novels. I have 2 of them. I don't know what I'm going to do yet. Maybe giveaway, maybe donation, maybe I have a friend who'd like one. I don't know yet. I have to think this through. Any of these books that I say I have doubles of, let me know if you'd like to do a giveaway or something. I'd definitely be interested. No! It got damaged. And this is another one I'm really excited about. Stupid FedEx. One of the books that I'm most excited about in this box. It's an advanced reader copy. It comes out in January 2015, and it is The Darkest Part of the Forest by Holly Black. I've never read anything by Holly Black, but of course I've heard tons of things about Holly Black and how great she is, and she's written great books, and I've been wanting to read something by her forever, and now I have an advanced reader's copy of her latest book. I did look up the synopsis on Goodreads because I knew I had this book in this box and I wanted to know what it was about. And I know that it is a world where like fairies and humans live harmlessly side by side, and there is a boy who slept there for generations in the dark of the forest, the darkest part of the forest, and you have these twins, a brother and sister, and they both fall in love with this boy until one day he wakes up and he's a real person all of a sudden. And yeah, I don't know all the details of the book, obviously, I haven't read it yet, but it is definitely probably the one in this box I'm looking the most forward to reading, and I'm excited I got it because it was a total fluke. I was actually walking out of the floor room, so that I could meet my mom outside real quick, and they were giving them out, and I just like stopped and was like, I saw Holly Black's name. I was like, wait a second, I want that book. So I got this book, and I'm excited. Yes. Though I am a little angry that it really, FedEx, really, / really, Mom and Dad, couldn't pack this box any better than that. Anyways, next I have The Doubt Factory by Halo. Yeah, that's not happening. That's the author's name. There you go. No. It is also an ARC. It comes out in October 2014. I didn't grab this book, my mother did, so I have no idea what it's about. Should you trust the loyal father who raised you or the boy he's trying to silence? Dun dun dun. This actually sounds really, really interesting. It's a thriller, a contemporary thriller, and I actually think it might be YA. Not that everything I read has to be YA, but I usually read YA, and I think it is about mostly, I think the main character is a teenager, because she talks about the guy and his radical band of teen activists, so I assume they're teenagers, but I don't know for sure. But basically, her dad is part of a law firm, which, as a lawyer, yeah. Anyways, part of a law firm, and the boy is saying that her dad is the bad guy, that he is helping these corporations cover up wrongdoing, and that he's the good guy, obviously, even though he's a alluring criminal, is what they call, what she calls, what the description calls him. Anyway, so it actually sounds really good. Yeah. I'm glad I got this, because I would have never picked it up otherwise. But I'm excited. Sounds good. The Warren Commissioner Report. On sale September 2014. This is a book. This is an ARC. Oh, it's a graphic novel! I've never had a graphic novel. Cool! Maybe now I'll read a graphic novel. I hope this is a graphic, yeah, it's a graphic novel. That's kind of cool. That's what this is. Aha! Or is it how to make a graphic? What is this? A graphic investigation into the Kennedy assassination. Okay. I don't know what this is. The final book will be in full color. I don't completely know what this is because it has some like sketches in the back and make it look like how do you draw it, but I'm confused. Maybe I should just read the back of the book. Okay, so I think this is a graphic novel about the Kennedy assassination. Or maybe it's just the non-fiction. I don't know. I'm going to be looking at this. It seems pretty cool, actually. So, I'll let you know. Okay, so I have The Warded Man by Peter V. Brett, the author of The Desert Sphere. I've never heard of this book. I've never heard of this author. But like I said earlier, after the Throne of Glass series, I've really been kind of wanting to do some fantasy and that sort of thing. And so I was attracted to this book. And let's see what it's about. A fast-paced and thoroughly enjoyable dark fantasy. So, it's a demon world, or a world that's being taken over by demons, whatever. And 3 young survivors of demon attacks decide to go try to like leave the warded city and go try to fight the demons. Really, the back of the book is not that informative on this one, but it looks like a fantasy. I have another copy of Bad Magic. Okay, so I was talking and then quickly realized that my camera wasn't recording anymore. I don't know what happened. It recorded a lot before it stopped, but I am back now. Anyways, so I have an I Read YA tote bag, and it is my favorite tote bag out of all the ones I got. I really like it, and I also got a YA pin, which I have in my room. But anyways, and so I got compliments on that, like so much, the I Love YA pen, and they kept on asking me where I got it, and I had no idea where I got it from. It was so crowded and panicky, and it was early on, and I couldn't remember where on earth I had been, because I got lost. Like there wasn't that many aisles considering like the mass of people, and I just kept going up and down them, and I couldn't get through them, and just I had no idea where the booth was. But I got this and the pen, and I like it. I like it a lot. So hey, I have one more book. This book is Mangoes. This book is Mangoes from Max by Jessica St. Louis, and I got it signed for my nephew. I got it signed for my nephew Jax, and that is what was up with the peanut butter. The book is apparently about kids with allergies or food allergies, something like that. So I got peanut butter and the pen. I'm nuts about books. So yeah, all this stuff is for my nephew, and it's adorable. I call him a little monkey all the time, so this is perfect. I don't know where my mom got some of this stuff. And orange juice. Arg, my story is getting all messed up. A perfectly messed up story by Patrick McDonald. I can pronounce things, I swear. It's actually a really cute little poster. I'm assuming this is probably going to go to my nephew as well, because it's just a poster, and as cute as it is, I don't think it'll go with my decor. I don't know what I'm going to do with this one though, because I have a nephew. I don't have a niece. And this is Cookie Meets Peanut by Bethany Frankel, illustrated by Daniel Rode, and it's really cute. See? But I don't know what I'm going to do with this. My mom got this. I'll see what she had in mind for it. Anyways, so, my box is empty. No, it's not. Bad Feminist, and I don't know what this references to either, but I like the pin a lot. Even, I don't care what it references, I just like the pin. So now the box is empty. I did have a few books that didn't go into the box because the last thing I did was go to a panel, and we got little goodie bags at the panel. So I have 4 books from that, and I also pulled a few books out because they were the ones I waited in line for. By far, and this is going to sound so weird, by far my favorite part of Bookcon was waiting in lines, because it was so chaotic on the floor. I couldn't breathe, I couldn't move. I don't like huge crowds of people. I'm from a small town in Texas. I'm used to my space. Anyways, the more organized lines though, I got to sit or stand and talk to other book lovers, and I loved it. I was standing in line for Cassandra Clare tickets. I didn't get to go get any books signed by Cassandra Clare because literally 5 people, like maybe a little more, less than 10 people between me and the front of the line, and they ran out of Cassandra Clare tickets. Really? Anyways, so I didn't get those tickets, but I was waiting in line for them for quite a while, and I got with this group of people. There was a 8th grader and 2 seniors in high school, and me, and then my mom and this junior high girl's mom. And her mom, the junior high girl's mom, made a great point. One great thing about books is it can bring totally different people together. I'm a law school graduate, and I was talking to a junior high student and 2 seniors in high school, all of them from New York, I'm from Texas, and we're sitting here raving about books that we love. We were talking mostly about Cassandra Clare's books because that's what we were waiting in line for, but really we started talking about other books as well. The seniors started talking about new adult books with me, and it was just, it was a blast. And then I stood in line to meet Jennifer L. Armentrout, and I was with some more people that I got to talk to, and we got to rant about those books and other books that we all loved. And then I stood in line to meet Jennifer L. Armentrout again as Jaylyn, signing as Jaylyn for her new adult books. And I'm 23, and we were standing in line with a 21-year-old, and I think the oldest one of the four of us that were standing in line there that were talking was 28, and we're all sitting there talking about why we read YA, and it was just so great to talk to these people who knew what I was talking about. And I'm like, well, YA doesn't mean it's a bad book, it doesn't mean it's a less quality book, it just means the characters are younger, and it was great to be able to talk to people who understood, and just other book lovers. I don't have many friends who love books as much as I do. I honestly don't have any friends that love books as much as I do. I have very few friends who love books at all. And it was just great to be like, my people, you understand me. So even though some of those lines were disappointments, like the Cassandra Clare line, and also when I waited in the line for Jaylyn's book, so Jennifer L. Armentrout signed as Jaylyn, I think it was Be With Me, a second book in her new series. Sure, I don't know. Second book in a series. I don't know if it's how new the series is. But I was waiting in line for that book, and they actually ran out of books before I got there. Once again, 5 people in front of me. 5! And they ran out of books. So I didn't get one of those, but I did go to a panel she was on directly after that, and that was the panel that I got the books that didn't go in my box. And just really quick, I got A Robe by Any Other Name by Sarah McLean. These were great authors, and I know they're great authors. They were on the panel, and I loved seeing them and getting to hear them talk. It was about bad boys and all that. It was really fun. And so, a little uncensored, which I really liked, because I'm always at YA type things. Since this was a new adult romance panel, they were a little less censored, and I really enjoyed that. This is a historical fiction. I don't really know exactly what it is about. It's a historical romance. That's what I know about it. I'm actually kind of excited about this book. I probably will be reading it. Maybe not super soon, but I will be reading it. Next, I have Once Burned by Janine Frost. And this looks really good. I'm pretty sure it's vampire romance. Paranormal romance, I know. I'm pretty sure it's vampires. But the problem is that it is a book in a series, and I'm pretty sure it is not the first book. No, it isn't. Oh, maybe it is. Ooh, maybe it is. I don't know if this is the first book in the series. If this is the first book in the series, it will also be read. I just don't know if it is. I hope it is. Because when she was talking about her books, I was really interested. So, I'll have to look that up. Next, I have Faking It by Cora Carmack. And I am almost positive this is the sequel to Losing It. Yes. To Losing It. So this is a second book. So I'm going to have to get the first book before I can read this one. But this is just straight up contemporary, new adults. I don't know that much about it. But I really liked meeting her and all of them. They were all really cool. And made me want to read the books. Definitely made me want to read their books. Because I love the bad boy too. Even though they all talked about how they didn't necessarily... Not all of their boys were total bad boys. I still... If they can write those bad boys, I want to read about them. So I was waiting in line for Jennifer. I was waiting in line to get Jennifer L. Armentrout's signature signing as Jaylyn on the book Be With Me, which is the second book in this series of Wait For You, which I hadn't read Wait For You. I didn't have Wait For You, so when I was so happy when I went to the panel and they had Wait For You in the bag. So I do need to get Be With Me eventually. As soon as I read this, but now I have the first book in the series, so I get to start from the beginning. So it actually kind of worked out. Though I still would have liked to have this one and Be With Me, but we'll see. The next 3 are the ones that I waited in line for and actually got. The only line I waited in that I actually got the book I wanted was for Jennifer L. Armentrout. And that was The Return by Jennifer L. Armentrout. And this is an arc. I don't believe they actually have what month it's going to come out yet. But it's going to be coming out in 2015. I know that. And this is a spin-off series for the Covenant. I have a hard time with that word. Covenant series that Jennifer L. Armentrout wrote, but I believe this one is new adult, so the characters are older, and the Covenant series is all young adult. They're younger, they're 17, I think. And I haven't read the Covenant series, but I want to. I want to really bad. And then I get to read this, and I'm excited about this. I really am. I just recently read my first Jennifer L. Armentrout books, the Lux series, and I loved them. So I'm really looking forward to this. Looking forward to the Covenant series and this book, and I got a copy. Oh, and this one's signed. Oh, I forgot about that. I don't know the characters yet, okay, but this is the main character of this series. I'm pretty sure it's Seth's story. I don't know what that means, but I will, and I'm excited. But it's signed. He's back. After the whole Jennifer L. Armentrout panel on Bad Boys, it wasn't just her, but she was on the panel for Bad Boys. That makes me excited. That makes me really excited. I'm assuming Seth is a bad boy. I don't know for sure. I like my bad boys, which is why I had my mom go wait in the line for Barry Lyga to get I Hunt Killers. I watched Dexter. I watched all the seasons and got it signed. Yes. And I know this book has a feel like Dexter. I'm pretty sure the main character isn't actually a serial killer. I think he is the son of the world's most famous serial killer. Yeah. So I'm really looking forward to this book. I think there's something wrong with me that I always like the bad boys, the bad characters. Stay tuned for my discussion on City of Heavenly Fire because I don't want to spoil anything. Not going to go there. But I'm really looking forward to this book. I actually wanted to buy this book for the longest time, but I actually wanted to wait and get it in hardback because the rest of the series is going to be in hardback, but it was free and I got it signed, so I can buy it in hardback later and then keep the signed paperback. Totally fine with that, but I do want to read this book really bad. And then, right next to them, by the way, this was probably not the smartest plan, Bookcon, to put all of the YA authors signings at 11 o'clock. You had Cassandra Clare with Holly Black signing The Iron Child, and then you had Jennifer L. Armentrout signing, and you had Barry Lyga signing, and you had Libba Bray signing, and you had Alexander Bracken signing. You had Alexander Bracken, Libba Bray, and Barry Lyga all right next to each other. The lines were crazy. I heard security got called over there. It just wasn't that smart. Also, at that exact same time, you had Veronica Roth in a panel with what's his name, the guy author of Proxy, and I'm just sitting here like, really, you do realize the same group of people want to go to all of those things. Not that bright. Anyways, so my mom was right, went to the Barry Lyga line and got I Hunt Killers, and then went over to the Libba Bray line and got me The Diviners. Another book that I've been dying to read, but I haven't had, and I just needed to get my hands on because now I have it and I can read it. And it is signed as well. So those and Holly Black's book are totally what made Bookcon for me, though I am a little surprised with some of these. Like I said, this book, The Doubt Factory, sounds really good. There's another one. Oh, Salt. Where is it? In Salt and Storm sounded really good. So there's a few books in here that I think might surprise me and like I didn't know I wanted and I'm gonna love. But these books and this book, those are the reasons I went to Bookcon and I was excited. That and waiting in line and talking to other people like me who don't think I'm crazy when I say that I read 3 books a week. They're like, man, I wish I could read 3 books a week, or I read 4 books a week. I like talking to those people. I like talking to y'all. I'm going to try not to damage this book any more than it already is. But yes, so now I got to stack these to do the thumbnail. So I got 19 books with 2 sets of doubles, so 17 different books. And we're gonna try this. This isn't gonna work. Okay, hold on.